Welcome to John Newton online class. In this particular class, I want us to treat this topic on the board, and that is quadratic equation. Now, in this class now, we are going to solve this question on the board using the general formula method of solving quadratic equation. Recall that during our previous class, we solved quadratic equations using the factorization method. Now, remember we still have completing the square method, but in this particular class, the question here, the task here, required us to solve using the general formula, popularly referred to as the almighty formula. Without wasting time, let us tackle the question on the board quickly. Now, the question says, solve the equation using the general formula. Then from the equations given, which is 5x squared plus 9x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now, the coefficient of x squared stands for our a in the general formula, which is what? 5. Then, our b is the coefficient of x here, which is 9. And our c is the coefficient, is the constant here, which is minus 2. Remember to maintain this sign when it is there. Now, without wasting time, let us take the formula. The quadratic equation formula, general formula, says that x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Remember, it is all of this expression over 2a, which means this is part of the numerator. So the equation says that x, general formula or the almighty formula states that x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Then, when we proceed, you can now see that our a is this coefficient, our b is here, and our c is this. Now we substitute. We now have x is equal to minus, our b is 9, minus 9 plus or minus square root of b is still 9 squared minus 4 times our a is 5 times our c is minus 2 times minus 2 all over 2 times our a is 5. So we substitute accordingly. Then we continue. Okay. Now, next, that will give us that x is equal to minus 9 plus or minus square root of 9 squared means 9 times 9, which is 49. 9 times 9, which is 81 rather. 9 times 9 is 81. Not 9 times 2, but 9 times 9. Then we have here minus, we have 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 2 will give us 40. The minus times minus here will give us what? Plus. So be mindful of this sign convention here. Minus times minus is plus. So we have 81 plus 40. Okay, because 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 2 is what? 40. Then we continue. That will give us all over 2 times 5 is 10. Then we proceed. We still have that x is equal to minus 9 plus or minus square root of 81 plus 40 gives us 121 all over 10. But if we don't have minus here, definitely it should have landed us a minus in this place. It should have been this minus, square of this minus what we get here, the product. But because we have minus here, that's why we have arrived at what? Plus. So be careful. Then we continue. That gives us s is equal to minus 9 plus or minus square root of 121 is 11. Recall that 11 times 11 gives us 121. So 11 all over 10. Now, at this point, remember that when you solve quadratic equation, the roots, which is the solution or the answers, must be what? 2 values. Okay, it is a bi-value solution. That must have bi-value. I mean 2 values, the solution known as the roots of the quadratic equation. So look at this. We have x is equal to minus 9 plus 11 over 10, or minus 9 minus 11 over 10. So at this point, you separate these two signs, plus or minus, which will give us that x is equal to minus 9 plus 11. When you owe 9 and you have 11, if you pay, you still have a balance of what? 2. So give us positive 2 over 10. Or minus 9 minus 11. You owe 9 and you owe 11. That is minus 20. Or minus 20 all over 10. And that will give us finally 2 divide itself 1, 2 divide 10, 5. So you have 1 over 5. Or minus 10 over 20. 10 divided 20 gives you what? 2. And this is negative, have minus 2. Or minus 2. So this is the root of the equation or the solution. So our final answer says that x is equal to 1 over 5 or minus 2. Thank you for paying attention to this particular class. You can see that it is very simple to tackle the quadratic equation using the general formula. Be reminded that the general formula, as the name implies, could be used to solve any quadratic equation whatsoever, while factorization has limitations. That is it. So for further solutions in mathematics and physics like this, don't hesitate to visit my YouTube channel and subscribe, share, comment and like. Also my Facebook page, all at Joe Newton Online Class. Thank you.